Dear children, next we'll learn about how to control fire. You might have seen or heard about fire breaking out in homes, shops and factories. You might have also heard about fire brigade. What is the duty of fire brigade? Fire brigades pour water on the fire. Water cools the combustible material so that its temperature is brought below its ignition temperature. This prevents a fire from spreading. Water vapor also surrounds the combustible material, helping in cutting off the supply of air. So, the fire is extinguished. As we know, there are three requirements for igniting fire: fuel, air and heat. Fire can be controlled by removing one or more of these requirements. Dear children, next we will learn about fire extinguishers. The most important fire extinguisher is water, as you already know. But water can be used only on fires involving paper, wood, etc. If an electrical equipment catches fire and if you use water, water may conduct electricity and harm those who are trying to put off the fire. For fires involving electrical equipments and inflammable substances like petrol, etc., carbon dioxide is the best extinguisher. Carbon dioxide being heavier than oxygen, it covers the fire like a blanket. Since the contact between the fuel and oxygen is cut off, the fire is controlled. The added advantage of carbon dioxide is that it does not harm the electrical equipment, and it is stored under high pressure as liquid in cylinders. And when released from the cylinder, it enormously increases in volume and thereby cools the combustible material and brings down the temperature below the ignition temperature. So it not only forms a blanket around the fire but also brings down the temperature of the fuel. So we can say that the carbon dioxide is an excellent fire extinguisher. Another way to get carbon dioxide is to spread or sprinkle the dry chemicals like powdered chemicals like sodium bicarbonate or potassium bicarbonate near the fire. These chemicals give off carbon dioxide. Dear children, next we'll learn about the types of combustion. There are some combustible substances that catches fire on their own when they are exposed to air. This phenomenon is known as spontaneous combustion. For example, if sodium is exposed to air, it spontaneously catches the fire on their own. Another example for spontaneous combustion is forest fire. When a combustible materials burns quickly or rapidly, producing heat and light, this type of combustion is called as rapid combustion. For example, burning of wax candle and the domestic fuel like LPG is an example for rapid combustion. Next type of combustion it is called as explosion. When a combustible substance burns very rapidly with the evolution of heat, light and sound energy, it is called as explosion. A large amount of gas is also liberated during this reaction. For example, bursting of crackers or explosion of bomb. Observe the flame of a candle and that of LPG. The flame of the LPG is clean blue in color and does not leave any other gases. Whereas the candle burns with a yellow luminous flame, leaving behind black soot or residue. In combustion, the substance that vaporizes produces a flame. When a candle is lit, the molten wax rises through the wick and gets vaporized to produce a flame. Charcoal does not vaporize and so does not produce a flame.